I'm Patton.
Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm Maura,
I'm Mackenzie.
and today we're here at the Wonder Gardens to look at something found across the animal kingdom, something called sexual dimorphism. It's found specifically in birds where the men and female tend to look very different, and we're going to go show you some examples of that today.
This here behind me is Scarlet. Scarlet is an eclectus parrot, and she shows some significant sexual dimorphism here. You could see here she has a beautiful red, or scarlet red, given her name, and blue coat with a jet black beak and some beautiful bright eyes. However, the male counterpart looks a lot different. You got it. So the males usually have an emerald green feathers with a red accent. They also have a very vibrant orange beak, and their eyes are usually dark brown. Now the question we ask here is, if these species are the same, why do they look so different?
Sexual dimorphism can occur for many different reasons, and there are many different theories for why it happens. One of the main theories is based on selection. Females tend to pick the males with the most extravagant features, whether that be bright colors like the eclectus, unique plumage found in peacocks, or even the longest tail in the case of the long-tailed widow bird.
When females choose these extravagant features, they get passed on to their male offspring, making those features more and more common. But why do females choose those features? One theory believes that since those features make the males more obvious and easy to spot for predators, if a male is able to survive till adulthood with those obstacles in mind, they are a good candidate to pass on their survivability to their offspring. Here we have Dr. Andrew Durso, a fantastic professor here at Florida Gulf Coast University who specializes in snake biology, but also has extensive knowledge in the study of birds. We have him here today to ask his thoughts on the wonders of sexual dimorphism. How would you personally define sexual dimorphism?
So I'd say it's any consistent morphological difference between males and females of the same species. Now, in birds, usually we think of that in terms of their plumage.
Why do you think that birds in general have such dynamic displays of sexual dimorphism?
Well, I think partly it's that they just seem most dynamic to us because we're also very visually oriented animals. Other groups of animals have sexual dimorphism in their pheromones or in other aspects of their biology that we don't really have the sensory capacity to appreciate. So I think birds stick out mostly because their sensory biology and ours is fairly similar.
That makes sense. So, do you think that these displays over time will continue to grow more and more exaggerated? Will we have peacocks with even bigger tails?
I would doubt it in most cases. I'm sure there are examples where sexual selection is continuing to exaggerate particular traits. But for the most part, I would guess that those traits have probably been exaggerated to the extent that they can be when you take into account other limitations or trade-offs of the biology of those animals.
What is your favorite sexually dimorphic bird?
Well, Mackenzie, it's hard to choose because there are so many beautiful ones, but I've always been drawn to the birds of paradise. Those are some of the most extreme examples of sexual dimorphism, and I'm actually planning a trip to Indonesia next year where I hope to see some in person for the first time. So that's my current favorite.
Amazing. I actually do like the superb bird of paradise. Their mating ritual dance is very entertaining to watch. All right. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Durso.
You're welcome.